Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Life with Zach, the channel where we learn, explore, and travel through videos that examine various parts of my life, ranging from technology to travel to local history. And today, I did want to focus on another local history topic, this one being the Thomas Hudson House, located near the small community of Hudson's Crossroads in the western part of Shenandoah County, Virginia. Now, the Thomas Hudson House has a story and a legend surrounding it that are both unique and interesting parts of our community's history. Now, what we do know is that the Thomas Hudson House was built around 1790 by Henry Baughman, Baughman. He had purchased the property from his father in 1801, about 11 years after the house was built. That deed noted that he was already living on the property. So that's how we know that the house was already constructed by that time. This land was part of a 1754 land grant given to John Henry Neff by Lord Fairfax. It originally contained 350 acres. Jacob married Neff's daughter and inherited the land in 1784. And then again, sometime after that, his son, Henry, builds a house on it and then buys it in 1801. Now, this house is unique because it is one of the best surviving examples of German stone construction in Shenandoah County. And if you take a look at any of the pictures of it, you will see its unique build and the stone construction that went into that. A lot of that moved with German immigrants to the United States. They brought old world building techniques with them, and one of them was the stone construction. Now, there are several other stone houses that were built and still survive in the county during the period, but this is one of a few and is one of the more unique ones. And is one of the ones that retains a lot of its historic integrity. Now, it was built over top of a spring. That was for two reasons. Number one was to provide access to fresh running water from inside the house, which would have been necessary both for drinking and for sanitation. And the second was for a cool place to store food. In a time before refrigeration, the cooling effects of the springs would have helped keep food longer. Now, the structure itself is almost completely unchanged from when it was originally constructed, which again means it retains a lot of its architectural integrity. It's a two-story building with two interior end chimneys and two rooms on each floor. And it also has a really full-size basement. Now, the second floor retains its original partition, and the remains of the spring room downstairs where it was segmented off can still be seen. It's also pretty sure that this property contained a porch structure on the front, but what that looked like is unclear because none of it survives. Now, in 1857, a gentleman named Thomas Hudson purchases this property and the house. To this day, the house still retains the name, popularly the Hudson House, after him, and the small community of Hudson's Crossroads, which is located about a fourth of a mile southwest along Route 42, also bears his name. But again, he was not the one that constructed the house itself. His heirs owned it until 1946, when it was sold to the Wilkins family, who still owns the home. Now, one of the other stories that goes with this property is that it was originally recorded in 1937 during the Virginia WPA Historic Narrative Inventory Project. They noted that the structure was designed to resist attacks by Native Americans. It may have replaced some type of Indian fort that existed on the property. A lot of that is associated with a narrow slit windows in the bottom portion uh, which could possibly be true, that they were used as kind of loopholes for resisting any type of Native American um, hostility in this area during conflicts between white immigrants and the native population. Now, this WABA project also recorded that from the house, the last, as they said, Indian was seen in Shenandoah County, and he was shot near here and buried in the area. But there's no real other evidence to substantiate these assertions associated with the whole last Indian seen here story, and really no written evidence to support the fact that this was some type of fort or other structure that was designed to provide some type of defensive operations in this area. But it's possible, but again, there's not a lot of evidence to support the whole fort story that is associated with this property. I'd like to thank the Shenandoah County Library, who holds in their archives the pictures associated with this video. They contain both exterior and interior photographs that are part of their historic site survey collection. I hope if you find value in this video and other videos, you take a moment to like or subscribe so you can follow other videos as they come out and learn more about all of the things that I try to talk about, varying again from technology, gadgets, cars, lawnmowers, all the way to local history. And I hope you have a great day. We'll see you soon.